Hello all and welcome to the Mug Life DIY. This is Julia and today I am participating in the Crafted 3 Ways hosted by According to Kat, and her co-host this month is Coffee with My Sunshine. I will have both of those channels linked down below. It is an open project or open collab, so I'll have the playlist and everything. Today I am making 3 projects using bamboo skewers. These are some of my favorite projects, and I just showed you my inspiration picture when I went to Walmart to pick up a couple of things. When I was crossing through to avoid people, I saw this really cool kind of Bohemian mirror, and that's my favorite style, and I just knew I could recreate it for a lot less than $14. So using a broken hula hoop that my son bent, as you can see, and I did spray paint it with some paint that I had, which is like a khaki color. I'll have to look what color it actually says, and a Dollar Tree mirror with some leftover raffia that I have had for quite some time. So I just start gluing, pretty much trying to make them as even as possible. If it would really bother you, you could use a ruler, but it doesn't bother me. I like a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not perfect, so neither are my crafts. And this part, you just have to keep braiding. This is an optional step. I am using the Dollar Tree raffia that has the 3 different tan colors, and I just loved them, so I wanted to intertwine them. And I'm also doing a different pattern on mine as well because it's inspired, it's not a dupe. So what I chose to do was I hot glued the end piece, and then I kind of basket weaved in between the bamboo skewers or dowels, the bamboo sticks basically. And I was able to actually wrap it around 3 times with this first string, so it becomes really, really pretty the more you get into it, and it is a little bit monotonous when you're doing it, but I found it relaxing. So my second project in my 3-way project is using these bamboo skewers to create something. This could be a 100% recycled project if you had some boxes laying around your house, or even an egg carton would work very well. But this was a magic eraser container that I actually got on Black Friday. It had like 20 erasers in it for super cheap, and when you have kids, magic erasers. So I just cut it off to make a thin strip up at the top, and then I just lightly glued it. It will melt a little bit if you do have something plastic. And then I used my thinner bamboo skewers all the way 3 sides of this piece. And I really feel like sometimes it's a lot easier to get overwhelmed by architectural kind of pieces, but I really enjoy building things. I really enjoy seeing something and then trying to recreate it. And if you haven't guessed it already, we are going to be making a antique vintage kind of bird cage. And I wanted to use a box, but I thought this little metal piece, I believe I picked it up from the Dollar Tree a while ago. Couldn't tell you what the saying is because I'm going to be painting it. But I just thought that little metal would make it a little bit more sturdy for when I put things inside of it. But a box would be awesome to make this little bird cage. And I'm not going to be doing the front of the bird cage because I almost kind of want it to be an opened, old, rusty bird cage. And by just doing little sections at a time, I don't really get too overwhelmed with my skewer projects. I sketch out my idea that I have. I know some of y'all laughed at me when I said I sketch my projects, but I just like to draw, so it's a fun thing that I do. And just one layer at a time. If I don't quite like something, or if I feel like it's not quite finished, with the bamboo, they cut so easily with scissors or a small little tool if you have one, and you just kind of keep adding until it becomes something that you like, or it resembles a birdcage or something else that you are creating. It's just kind of all about building up to the desired look that you want. And you're probably wondering what I'm doing with some Easter eggs. I'm taking the it's the rounded side of some Easter eggs that my sons broke, and they are the little pedestal feet of our bird cage. Now the top part was from a baby shower present kind of thing. Don't ask, but I kept it. And this third project is using a holiday popcorn tin. I really liked the black polka dot, which I will try to eventually take that tag off with some Goo Gone. I can use my lovely mask and go outside and do that, but I didn't want to do it late at night. So what I'm doing is I'm just using my leftover skewers and bamboo sticks and cutlery, all these different pieces I had in my wood stash, and I'm gluing them on the inside to create a textured tray. Now I also kept these little leather straps from a basket that I disassembled and used different pieces because it was falling apart. So how cool is this? I'm able to recycle and reuse two major components of this project, and even recycling these half-used bamboo skewers. I have actually thought about giving myself kind of, I won't say rules, but maybe more of standards or guidelines to always try to craft with at least one or two recycled things for each of my DIYs or crafts or home decor, just so I can be as creative as I can be. I can be recycling, I can be helping our environment, and it's also a really cool thing to teach my kids that they know, yes, mommy's crazy and I save and recycle as much as we can. We also try to use a lot less plastic things. If I can buy bamboo or reusable products, I always do that. So my kids definitely, they know the rules of our house, and it's just kind of a cool thing to pass on to your kids. I decided to go with this charcoal gray color for this little tray. I was thinking I'm going to use it for my keys. I have little key hooks, and I am so horrible at actually hanging them up. I have this little desk in our front library room, and I'm always in there, so I'm kind of hoping that this little tray will help me to just toss my keys right there so I don't lose them. And I decided to paint my little necklace beads a pop of orange because that is my accent color in my front room. And the color that I painted my bird cage is also another color in the front room. So I really hope you guys enjoy my end results that you will see. And here is the birdcage after it's been painted and put all together. I really am loving this mossy green color. I can't wait to use it on a couple other projects that I'm putting in my front room. I'm going to be painting my bookshelves this color, so I really love the green, and of course I had to add a little bit of faux galvanized rust and you name it. So I really liked how this project turned out in my little tray. Hopefully it'll help me remember, or I can throw anything else on it, who knows, but if it can help me stay organized, I'm down. And here is my inspired Walmart BOHO mirror. I really absolutely adore it. I like the that mine is different, that mine is bigger, and I love one side is like a woven texture and the other side creates the X pattern. Let me know which one of these 3 projects were your favorite. I really had so much fun. I hope you guys are all staying well and healthy. Be sure to comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.